Hello, students. Happy May. So if you're watching this, that means that either number one, you're unable to attend today's Zoom call at 2:30, or you're choosing to skip it, or number two, you've already missed the Zoom call for whatever reason, and now you have to make up the assignment to get credit for today. Maybe you're just watching this video actually to see what you're missing out on, or just curious about your options. No matter what, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. For those of you who don't know, or I haven't made it clear enough, remember, if you do attend today's Zoom call, then you do not have to do this assignment here today that I'm about to explain. That call counts or counted as your daily credit. If you're debating whether or not you should or shouldn't come to the Zoom call, I do encourage you to come, just even to socialize with your peers, ask me questions, play a Kahoot game. I had great success with this last week, actually, with my juniors, and I anticipate the same with you all this week. Winner of the Kahoot game will get some sort of prize. Last week it worked well with what we were doing for next week. But just give me a little while to think of a good prize for you all. So anyway, if you're here today, you're ready to do today's alternative assignment. Today's assignment does not require a Google form, which may come to the shock and dismay of some of you and the joy and excitement of others. That means that I recommend you completing this assignment on OneDrive so you could easily share it with me when you're done. If you do it on something else like Google Docs or Mac Pages or Microsoft Word, etc., that's totally up to you. Just make sure it's on some kind of medium where I could receive the completed document. Some of you might choose to handwrite it and send me a picture like you have been doing. Again, that's always fine too. Just keep doing what works for you and send it over when it's done. But now, here's the assignment itself that's due for today's credit. So it's the Romeo and Juliet newspaper article assignment, referencing Act 3, Scene 1. So you are a news reporter assigned to cover the events that took place in the streets of Verona on Monday afternoon, the street fight between Mercutio, Tybalt, and Romeo. You've been assigned to write an article that would appear in the local town paper. So that's like the Verona Times. Make sure to include a headline, some sort of catchy, eye-catching title for this article, and touch upon each of the following questions in your article. Make sure you say where this incident took place, who were the people involved in the fight, who was Tybalt originally looking for and why, how did the fight get started? What happened during the fight? You can be kind of descriptive here. You can use your imagination. What events led to Mercutio's death? Kind of how did Romeo maybe play a part in it, or what else happened? Was Romeo egging Tybalt on? How did Romeo react to Mercutio's death? And what happened after Tybalt's death? So who killed Tybalt? What happened there? You can again use kind of imagination in that fight. What did the prince have to say about the matter in the streets after? Helpful hints that'll help you write this. You could choose to do some sort of interview style, like with a witness if you want. Benvolio was there, front and center. The prince was there. You could interview him on his thoughts after. You could interview just a random person on the street, quote unquote, if you want. Don't interview Romeo because he has run off in hiding, right? So Romeo's not an option. Try and be objective like a real news reporter should be. I know a lot of the time today we see a lot of media bias, but if you're talking strictly from, an objective news reporter standpoint, you're not taking sides, you're being impartial, one of our vocab words, unbiased or just, and you're just reporting the facts only. How does this article sound? Include as many important details from the text as you can to prove your understanding on the subject matter. This article should be at least 3 paragraphs long, with each paragraph containing at least 6 sentences. So in total, this whole thing will be about, I would say, a page long. This whole article would probably be between 18, 20 sentences, which shouldn't be too difficult. You should have more than enough details to do this, with answering all of these questions and giving some background and kind of explaining the people involved and doing some background information on that. Finally, use correct English language conventions and be aware of your audience. They are relying on you for all the details, so present them in a clear, organized, and interesting way. You do not have to use Shakespearean language for this. You can just use proper American English, modern American English if you'd like. Totally up to you. And that's your assignment for today. You will be receiving a copy of this assignment via email, but hopefully a lot of you choose to or opt to join our Zoom call. So I'll see you there. Otherwise, you know what to do. Complete this assignment, send me your finished copy of this assignment, and you get credit for today. If not, I will see you for credit on the Zoom call later today. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.